Hey guys, welcome to a new video from Masters of Consulting. Yeah, I'm looking very excited because this is a video about cars. So yeah, there's a car going by. So it's all about how you can rent a car in Germany, how you can share. It's called car sharing here in Germany. So soon after I have completed my process of getting a license, I immediately registered for car sharing apps here in Germany. So there are very big players of car sharing apps like Sixt, Share Now, Drive Now, etc. I'll be showing you now how you can share this or use this apps to rent the cars for a shorter period of time, and how much useful it is if you are living in a big city. So I live in Munich. So living in a big city it gives you a lot of options where you can use, of course, the public transport, but also you can, if you have a license, you can rent a car, which is great because I just realized that I have forgot something in my friend's home and I have to be there in half an hour, and no public transport is going to take me there in half an hour. So situations like this, it's really useful if you have that, and it's very easy to just rent a car, drive it, and then park it wherever you want. Of course, there is a zone where you can keep this car, but this is great because a lot of Munich is covered in that, and many other cities are also covered in that. So in this way, this is very useful, and this is very easy to do that. So I'll just show you how to do that. You can see my screen here going into the app Sixt. So in this Sixt app, there are of course an option of rent where I can give what station I want and what are the cities I have. Of course, it's not present in every city. There are big cities which this will be available in, but in this situation I want to use the share option, which I'll be going and seeing, okay, what are all the options are there. Okay, there is an Audi here, which of course shows that okay, it costs 24 cents per minute, and there is another car which is also near, also Audi A3. I should say I like Audi A3. I like driving it. I like the way it feels, so I'm going to take that. So, and for that, of course, you can also use your Gutscheine, that means the coupons, whatever you have. So I had one, so I want to do that. So this is one way to book and reserve Sixt, which, as you can see, it's very easy. As you can see, okay, it's very near to me. I can just walk to the car and I can drive it, and I don't have to have the hassle of buying a car and using it if you are in the city. And there is also another app called Share Now. You can also just rent the cars there, and and it's also the same. But the thing about Share Now is that you have to have a license of at least for 1 year in Germany in order to register in Share Now. So I had to wait for 1 year to get myself an account in Share Now. So that's it, guys. It's very easy. As you can see, you can just go into the app, you can select the car, you can of course reserve it for some time, as you can see, and it says okay, the auto is now reserved for 20 minutes, which I can also of course say that okay, I just don't want to reserve anymore. So that's what, this is one thing. And also the same in Sixt, I can also reserve the car for 15 minutes. It will be reserved for now, and I have to go to the car in 15 minutes, and I have to be there and just drive it. But of course, there are some tips which I want to give you guys when it comes to what you have to do, so that you don't have to go into legal terms when you go into an accident or something like this happens. But first of all, let's get to the car. Before we go, guys, let me just show you how I can reserve the car now. So you just go inside, and I have a coupon which I want to use now, so I'll just select that, and I'll say okay, use that coupon, and then I will reserve the car, and it will ask my PIN. So just give my PIN, and it says of course the Bluetooth is not on, so it will ask me to activate the Bluetooth. So yeah, it's asking me to biometric. I don't want to do that now. So as you can see, it asks me for the price which I want to do. Is it do you want for a minute price or 3 hour price? And of course the shoots, which is very important, because you don't want to get into legal problem. So I'll just go inside and then give the shoots option, which is the protection. I mean, it's smart, basic. I just want to use smart. It's like an insurance for the vehicle which I'm going to travel now. So I'll just go inside. I'll say okay, select that, and then it's reserved for 15 minutes. So I should make sure that I'm there in 15 minutes now. So let's get going. An important thing which you always have to remember is that you have to time your timing perfectly. That means you have 15 minutes to reserve and you have 15 minutes to go to the auto, and so go to the car and open it. So that's what. And other thing, an important factor is that you have to have a liable insurance in Germany, which is called Haftpflichtversicherung. That means when you drive a car or when you damage something which is not yours, you don't have to pay for that. Your insurance provider will pay for that. We will make a video on that also. So please keep that in mind. This is very important when you go for this kind of rented cars or share now some kind of cars. So more of that later. So let's get to the car fast before my reserve time runs out. So guys, so here we are, and there is the car. You can see the sixth symbol here on the car. So this is how you know that okay, this is from 6th. Can't see properly, but yeah. So next important thing is to see if there are no damages on the car. This is very important, because and it's normally it is good that you take some photos of the car before, because it's proof that nothing has happened before. So let's just check the car if it is good. Looks good as far. So exactly, there are some scratches kind of things, but I think this is, anyway, we are just taking video of it, so don't have to worry about it later. So as you can see, yeah, car looks good. So the next thing to do, of course, is to open the car. You can just open it by your phone, just need Bluetooth for it. You don't have to worry much about that. As you can see that now the car will have a sign of opening, the lights will blink. So this is when you know that okay, the car is open. So that's it. So you just, all you have to do now is just go inside and drive. Yes. So let me just settle in. So guys, this is what it is. You can see now I had a coupon of 20 euros, so I can travel a bit more. But normally when you book these kind of things, it is running by minute, so every minute is very important. You don't want to waste a lot of money, but I had a coupon, so I can at this point. So I just want to show you the car. So it's not like normal cars which you think these are really luxury cars. So as you can see, this is an Audi, and you have all these functionalities. Let's just switch it on. Oh, so I love this car, and I love cars in general. So this is one good thing which you can think of having a license fast. So if you are waiting for the license, I just want to show you something. So this is for the volume. So you just have to do this for the volume to increase. So that's what. This is one of the things which excites me in these days, especially in this pandemic, so that you can drive, you can do stuff like this. So if you are out there thinking about doing something exciting, this is one thing which you can do. Drive the cars which are there in Germany. It doesn't cost you much. You can try them, drive them, but be safe. I will tell you what are the tips you should take before renting these kind of things. So stay tuned, guys, and my heart is already racing to sit here and speak to you guys and to drive now. So see you until later. See you guys. Hey guys, so I'm at my middle stop. I came to Jayant's place just to collect some of my camera equipment. So he's just coming. So just have to say, the feeling of you when you drive is awesome, especially for me. It really helps with the whole situation of pandemic and all these things. So whenever I just drive, the feeling it gives me is awesome. And it's always good that you drive as much as possible, because it also helps you to get rid of the fear that you have to drive in German roads, because the rules and regulations, as you know, it's crazy, and you can be always be sure. So the more you drive, the good it is. And yeah, it also helps to go out, have a fresh air, just have a ride. It's also good in this lockdown. This Jayant is not able to find the car, so I'll just call him. As Jayant is here, so I'm just telling the guys about share and 6 share and all this stuff. So I just want to also listen what you think about it and how it has helped you. So do you have some words on that?
It has, I don't have a license, first of all. First thing is you need license to rent the car from this, or to get the car whenever you need. But always Pradeep was there for me to help. For example, with our moving, when I was moving from, or when he was moving also, which was helpful. So it's very easy actually from what I have seen. And sometimes if you face any problem, because all cars are not same. When I was traveling with you only, something like turning on the light or something like that will be different in different car. You can even call their support. They'll help you with whatever problem you have.
Yeah, let me just tell the first point. So first point is the moving. So as he mentioned, so in Germany, of course, moving is a big task, and if you want to pay for the companies to move, there is also Umzugsfirma, the companies who help for the move. You have to pay around 600 to 700 euros for that, which is very, very costly. And for example, for my moving and his moving, we spent around 60 or 80 euros completely, or maybe 100 euros totally. And that's what we booked a van, and it was a big process. It was 2 houses, so you can imagine how big of a task it was. If you have asked someone, it would have cost us maybe 1,000 euro or something. So that's what it was. Also a lot of luggage there, so we had to make sure that everything is fit in the van and everything. It was a very big van, of course. So yeah, this is one point where this license and these kind of things helps. There is something called as miles, which is good for moving. It's only van serviced, so it's not like cars or something, but it is just for moving. I'll also make sure that the link is there in the description below. So yeah, of course, this is one thing. And the next point what he mentioned is also there were some points where the car got stuck, or maybe you are in a completely new car and you don't know what is going to happen or something. Actually, one of my experience with that is I was renting some Renault Zoe, and it's an electric car and everything, and it was really new to me. And it was early in the morning. I had to go to my COVID test to the airport, but the point is I did not switch on the headlights. And so as you drive these cars, it's all automatic, so it checks the temperature and everything, and if it is there was light outside or not, and then it switches on the lights automatically. But that's not the car like that, and I couldn't know how to switch it on. And everyone in the autobahn, in the highway, are just blinking at me, saying that yeah, this is not good and all. So situations like this, which is very, very dangerous, I just kept the car on the side and they were these LKWs, like trucks going 100 or 120 kmph speed, and I was so crazy. It was so cold outside, so I somehow managed to get the lights on and then went to this test. So these are some situations which you should be careful, and that's what there are different cars and different situations, and of course you can call them all the time, and main important thing is you have to have the internet, a good internet connection, and your mobile battery should be really good. So these are some things which you have to keep in mind. So yeah, those are some very good
One
points.
more point that I would like to add to this is like there will be zone. I mean, like you can't park the car everywhere. So like if you are within city limits, then it's fine. But like if you are living just bit outside, then it will be a bit problem. So just make sure also, like wherever you are going, like if it comes under this zone or something. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah, that's a very good point. Actually, where I live now, it's actually the zone is included, but nearby Jayant's home there is no zone, so I can't park the or stop the rent here. So it's actually some problems. So you have to see where you live. So I hope the whole Munich will get this thing. I'm sure it will come in the next 2 years, 1 year. But yeah, this is also a very good point. So anything else?
Yeah, that's it. And yeah, like you can see the charges beforehand itself, right? And I would suggest to have always full casco or something, like to have the extra insurance also. Like even though if it is bit costlier, it's bit safer for you guys. So I would even suggest that thing. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's a very good point. That's what I was about to tell them also, this Haftpflichtversicherung, and we will be making sure that we will make a video on that in the future. So that is the liability insurance. So that's what, even when you are booking the car, as I showed you in the 6th, so it's good that you go for the full plan, maybe 7 cents per minute. It's not much. It might, if you travel for 1 hour, it might cost you how much, I don't know, 5 euro, 6 euro. It's not much. If something happens to the car, you have to pay 950 euros or something by yourself. So instead of that, I always recommend to do that. I was also going through the Facebook, and I was listening, or I was seeing a guy, he had this problem and he did not take that, and he had to pay, and he also didn't have the liability insurance, so he had to pay the stuff for himself. So yeah, this is one thing which is very, very important. Anything else, Jam?
Yeah, that's it from me. Like, yeah, I hope Pradeep showed you guys how to book the car and all.
Yes. So I will just go home now, and Jayant has bought my the stand of my camera, which I came for him now. So I'll go home now and see you at home, guys. So I'll just summarize everything and wish me a good drive back home. It was so peaceful, and I'm really in a different mood now.
Driving actually Audi car.
Jayant always, whenever I come in Audi, he just doesn't even see if I'm inside or something. Last time I was here, I'm telling that I'm in a car. He just saw an Audi car and this like, no, he won't be in the Audi car, and then he left. So this is one of the good thing. You are in Germany, you can drive so luxurious cars. This is the best thing, and you don't have to pay or buy the car. So yes. So one thing is, next video will be one of our friend has bought a car, BMW, and we will also make a video on that, how to buy a car and everything. But for now, let's enjoy the ride and see you at home, guys.
Bye bye.
Hey guys, that's all. So I just parked the car. So when you're done with the rent, so all you have to do is just give meter beenden or end the rent, and it will ask did you keep your keys in the dashboard. So just you should remember that the keys in the car, you shouldn't take it out, you have to keep it inside when the rent is done. So, and then you just click a button and then it closes, and yeah, that's it. And please make sure that you take pictures after you finish your rent, because it's important that if someone does a scratch or something, it doesn't come to your name. So please remember that before you start your rent and after you end your rent, please take pictures before and after. This is very, very important. So guys, finally I've completed my ride. So before I finish this video, I just want to summarize it. So if you want to rent a car in Germany, so you should have a license. Yeah. So first thing is, after you get your license, there are some things to keep in mind. So for example, it's very good to have liability insurance or Haftpflichtversicherung, Please remember that I myself did not have it for the first 2.5 years in Germany, and then my colleagues who are Germans call me, are you really crazy, why don't you have it and all. And we will make another video to see or to explain how important it is in Germany. So yeah, so first thing, you should have that before you rent a car in Germany. And next thing is yeah, just make sure you register in the apps like Sixt, Miles, Share Now, and there are also something called as Flingster. There are many apps which are there. So next thing is make sure that you take the pictures of the car before you start the rent and after you end it, so that you don't have or you don't come into any problems in the future. So this is one important point. And the next one is that, yeah, just follow the rules and make sure that the timings are proper. For example, there are also cars which you can rent for 2 hours. So please make sure that you finish your rent by 2 hours, otherwise they will increase it for either 6 hours or 1 day tariff. So this happened to me, so please don't do that. And yeah, that's what, plan ahead properly and make sure that your rent is smooth. So guys, that's all for this video. If you have any questions, if you have any tips to add, any things to add, please make sure you write it in the comment section below. As always guys, if you have liked the video, please like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for exciting videos like these guys. So until next time, see you.